I can't remember saying this, but she often tells me the time when I asked her, "Are you going to die, Mummy?"
They rolled you off, took me into the lovely little waiting room where I was stuck for 4 or 5 hours, not knowing anything. The only thing to read there was 2 pamphlets, one about how to deal with a loss of a loved one, and the other one was we get organs from ICU because people die there.
I spent a year in hospital in total, sort of learning how to do every single thing again. I had to sort of try and rebuild my life because of it, and sort of work on not only my physical strength and learn how to do that, but also mentally how to learn how life works again and sort of how I fit in.
Hi, I'm Becky. I'm the Programme Coordinator here at Meningitis Now for Believe and Achieve. 2 years ago we were awarded funding from the National Lottery Communities Fund to put together a programme of support and activities and events for young people who'd been impacted by meningitis. Meningitis can affect people in lots of different ways at quite a vulnerable time in their life. There's a lot going on as it is with school and college and university, as well as friendships and other things. And as part of that, Meningitis Now wanted to create some tailored support for people aged 14 to 25, and that's how Believe and Achieve came about. It was also part of a motto by Alex Williams, who was one of the first young ambassadors for the charity, and his big motto was about believing and achieving the things you wanted to. Sadly, Alex died, but we wanted to make sure that we honoured him in the things that we were doing with Believe and Achieve.
So I met Alex Williams at a family day in 2012. I think like many other people who met him, I was sort of taken by him pretty soon after meeting him, and we hit it off really well. But really more than all this sort of inspirational thing that he's got going on, which he was just my friend, and I think that's what I needed at that point. Like his influence on my life and his impact was pretty huge, because he sort of taught me that it was okay to have bad days, but to keep on keeping on, and that if I wanted to do something, I could set my mind to it. I think the Believe and Achieve programme itself is such a really great thing to come from Meningitis Now. It's not just for people who've had meningitis, it's for their siblings too. And I think that sort of even them having a support network, it can offer them guidance in terms of what they're going to do with their careers. I think the impact it could have is giving someone a real chance after something so sort of traumatic happens. And I think especially the buddying scheme, getting to know other people, will be really invaluable. I'd say meeting other people has made an incredibly positive impact on me. I have a whole group of friends who completely understand, and I might not have to speak to them all the time, but I know that they're at the end of a message or a phone call if I do want to speak to them, and I know that they'll have that deeper level of understanding than other people. It's just nice to feel understood every now and then.
Believe and Achieve isn't just for young people who've had meningitis themselves. We also know it impacts people's partners, their families, their close friendships. Anybody who's been impacted by meningitis, who's aged 14 to 25, can be involved and can benefit from the different things we have.
I never expected Meningitis Now to be so supportive towards me, seeing as I am just a partner, been a carer, but yeah, to be allowed to join in on the events, and just all the support you guys have given me, it's really amazing.
The different things we do with Believe and Achieve are about what sort of things you want to get out of it. So for some people, they want to have counselling, they want to talk through things that have happened to them, but others just want to come on a fun event, meet lots of new people, and pick up some new skills along the way.
Okay, so I'm Fiona and I'm 23 and I'm currently living in London.
My name's Libby, I'm 20 and I'm also living in London as a student.
We met at one of the Believe and Achieve social evenings, which took place in London a couple of months ago now.
Yes.
Yeah.
People don't quite understand how difficult meningitis can be because it's so invisible, and to be able to just come away even just for a couple of hours to a social event and meet people like Fiona and just take a break from it all and not have to explain how unpredictable the effects are, and they just completely get you, and it's just time to relax as well. It's really nice.
Knowing that you can come into what is a really accepting environment because it's full of really like-minded people has made a huge difference.
Our weekend events, we have ones for 11 to 18 year olds and 18 to 25 year olds, and they're fun activity events where you get the chance to meet other people, take time out and just be part of something different, and to be part of people who have never met you before. So it doesn't matter what other people think about you. Maybe they think you're shy, or they think you talk about being tired a lot, but at our events you can be the person you want to be, and if you want to be someone who gets involved in everything, that's great. If you want to be someone who talks about your experiences, that's also fine. It's whatever you need it to be.
The first event I heard of was the residential last year, so I was really nervous about that. I was really scared of meeting new people and what they think of me, but everyone was really kind, and I think everyone was quite nervous as well. And we all made pretty good friends after like a few hours, which was really nice.
Going to the away weekend, even just for the day, was really interesting. I think that was the first time that I'd been to something which was really my age group.
Yeah, I think Believe and Achieve is really good because I've met people my age who've had it, and I've been to events before and it's been older people or people whose kids have had it.
To meet other people who've been through the same, if not a lot worse, is amazing. Like, and you realise that actually you're not weird for like feeling down sometimes and feeling a bit rubbish. That everybody else is as well, and they've been through the same thing. It's just nice to meet a group of like people who are just, they're a ridiculous bunch. They're just so nice and just lovely, and I really appreciate that kind of contact, and to make friends with people who've experienced something that nobody else understands.
It's amazing how much it can help someone to talk to someone else who has had an experience of meningitis, whether it be bacterial or viral. It's a form of free heart-to-heart counselling. From my point of view, just talking to someone, it's amazing. It really, really does help.
I think it's really been a key part in your getting better though. Like, it's just offered the motivation from day one. Yeah, Believe and Achieve, the events that you've been to, every time you come back you just feel more confident, or you seem more confident than you were before. And it's made you realise that you're not alone with all the things you've had. Yeah, it's been amazing for you.
It's definitely improved my confidence, like talking to others and socialising.
We offer lots of different things in Believe and Achieve, and it is very much about the people who are involved. Some people come to an event, some people come and just get a little bit of one-to-one support, and other people come to everything. We have life coaching, which can be about developing in your career, learning your skills, helping with all sorts of different things like memory problems, and giving you more positivity in life. We also have next step mentoring, which could be because you don't really know the best way to revise for yourself, or it could be you don't know how to fill out a UCAS form or to do your CV. We have next step mentors who can help with that.
I lost all my confidence, and they've been really good at sort of building sort of that back up. I think a lot of it is just from talking to them and sort of learning how they work and how their offices work, and when I'm sort of thinking about the future, knowing what they do and knowing that my CV's now sort of ready and I can send it out. And even when they probably haven't realised they're teaching me, they have been, just because of the chats we've had. I hate talking to people that I don't know, because you're like, how are they going to come out? How am I going to be confident? And I think through them, in a way, you copy what they do, and you kind of pick up their tips and skills, and then kind of like use it for your advantage. So yeah, they've been great mentor.
We also have peer-to-peer mentors. It's all good and well kind of meeting us and finding out about us, but often it's important to meet somebody who's around your age, who can talk about their own experiences and help you share some of your experiences, or just talk about how rubbish your day was at school or how brilliant your best friend is.
I'd like to be a part of something where I can how to talk to people. If someone wanted to speak to someone who's been through a similar situation to them, I'd be more than happy to speak to them and to help them through it.
I don't think that my motivation for going to something was to get support. It's not that I then didn't, but it wasn't that I was actively seeking someone to support me at the time. It was more that it's just something that I wanted to take part in, and inadvertently that's resulted in a really strong support network.
It's just about coming and being part of something and giving it a try. And if you come to something, you don't have to be involved in everything. It's just about giving something new for yourself.
I didn't realise that Believe and Achieve existed, and I saw it come up on my Facebook, and I was like, oh, what's that? Like, I must have a look. And I was really surprised. I thought it was like the most support that you can offer. Give it a try, because you don't know. It might be just your nerves, it might be a bit shy, you don't know what to expect. That's completely normal, that's how I felt. But the moment I got to the first event, I was like completely settled. I felt relaxed, I felt content, and everybody's so welcoming, everyone's so lovely. So like even if you are shy, you will feel seen, very comfortable, and you'll make lots of new friends.
Yeah, I think it's that if you're concerned about being shy or about feeling too exhausted or it might be too overwhelming, it's that realization that that kind of thing's been taken into consideration when planning, and so there's always space for if someone's just overwhelmed or just needs to sit down and actually just be by themselves or just have a chat with someone one-to-one rather than actually being in the middle of the full social occasion. That's part of the experience, that it's there so that people can have whatever experience they need to have at the time.
Our events are all fun, and that's what everyone who comes tells us. And we've done things like health and fitness, cooking and budgeting, and learning photography as well, which was a really exciting day. And we have more to come for the end of the year, including a creative day. And we're really excited about where Believe and Achieve is going next. We've introduced something called Believe and Achieve Socials, which is a chance to meet people in your local area, have some games, have some food. But there's also so much more we've got coming this year, and we're really looking forward to sharing that with you.
Every single event I've been to has been so welcoming and full of kind people, and it's been such an enriching experience because we've been able to be ourselves and not care about maybe making mistakes and trying things for the first time. So yeah, I recommend it to everyone.
My experience of you guys helping us was amazing.